I had taken bad about a year and a half ago and spent a week in hospital, and they discharged us from there. I could no longer go out by myself. I was having loads and loads of seizures a day, which was exhausting, and I was just very, very depressed. I just felt like I had nothing, just nothing. I had my driving licence taken off us. Friends were frightened to take us out because if I took bad when I was out. And I just felt so isolated. It just felt like everything that I had built with the health that I had then had been taken away from us. Where a lovely lady from social services came out to see us. She says, there's a new scheme that's just started in your area. So Marnie phoned us up, and the area coordinator, she came out, and it was just like a breath of fresh air coming through my front door. She came in and she went, what do you want, Karen? What would you like? What can I help you with? And I went, Marnie, I says, all I want to do is to be able to go out. I love being outside in the garden. I says, I love going for a coffee and chatting with people. And she went, right. She says, what I'll do is, she says, I'll go away. She says, and I'll have a look at things in your area. And she says, and I'll come back to you. And I went, oh, I says, well, thank you very much. So off she went, and I thought, I'm not going to see her again, that's it. She's done her job, just come out. And I think it was about a week later, she phoned us and said, can I come back out to see you? And I went, oh, I says, yeah. She says, there's another lady who's recently moved into the area, and she says, and she's looking for a friendship group as well. Would you be prepared to meet her? She says, and see how you get on. And I went, I says, yeah. So she says, there's a local park. She says, they have a coffee morning. She says, every Thursday morning. She says, would you like to go along there? And she says, we'll meet up with Dawn. You know, she says, see how you get on. And I went, yeah. I says, yeah, that's great. So the Thursday came. She came and picked us up. We met up with Dawn. And Dawn was absolutely lovely as well. And we went there together. And it was in the summer, so we were all sitting outside at the tables. They had all the cakes and cupbearers and everything, teapots. It was beautiful. And it was just lovely after being stuck in the house all that time, having to rely on my husband or my daughter to take us anywhere and be with us, to actually feel like I was independent again. So for the next few weeks, Marnie picked us up, met up with Dawn, then we went to the park on a Thursday morning, and it was great. And then Marnie had said, you know, like, would you like to talk to some of the ladies and see, you know, like if anybody that lived close to you, you know, like could come and collect you and walk along with you? And I went, yes, can I ask? And she went, but everybody, she says, you're getting on with everybody. She says, you know, she says, people love to help people. Because it used to be me that used to, with this drive, and used to pick other people up and take them places. And I thought, well, I can't ask, you know, that's me that does that job. So I went, and I was sitting and I was saying, I'm looking for somebody that, you know, like, that lived close to us, that, you know, if possible, they could come and pick us up. 3 volunteers straight away. So Marnie, gave us the confidence to leave the house without a member of my family, and then also gave me the encouragement to ask someone if they could kindly help us, which I thought I would never do. And I just couldn't believe how nice and willing people were to actually want to do that for me, and only known us after a few weeks. And they've become really, really good friends. And then I felt like because I was going there, I wanted to give a little bit back. So I asked the lady who runs it if I could help, you know, set up and things like that. And she went, yes, of course. So that's what I do every week. Go there a little bit earlier with a couple of the girls, and we set everything up. And it's different faces popping in all the time. And I actually have met old friends there as well, who I didn't realise also went. So it's been quite nice catching up with people from the past. So it's just made a huge difference. It's just The confidence in the old me's coming back a little bit. I have something to look forward to, and I think that's what it is. Every day was the same beforehand. There was nothing there. It was just get up, exist, go to bed. And now I feel worthwhile in just that little bit of push that I got. And I think Marnie believed that I could do it, and she made me believe I could do it as well. And her positivity, I think, has really rubbed off on us as well. And it's just, I just feel, well, I'm just happy. You know, can it change what I have? But I can change my mindset into the positive side, and it gets us out of bed on a morning and gets us dressed.